Death on the cross. What does that look like? Pain and horror and hunger and strife. All for you, a sinner, a life reject. God came back to recollect his people, his lovers, the ones who found truth, from small to tall and old to youth. Now you may be thinking, I'm not good enough for this. I sinned. I'm done. Oh yeah? Well, even his followers did. In case you haven't noticed, we Christians ain't perfect, and we don't have to be, because God still says we're worth it. Do you realize that if you were the only one in need of saving, Jesus would do it all again? All for one who missed his turn and is deep and covered in sin. He took on humiliation with pure patience. His head swelled up a size. His crown of thorns, yeah, his blood covered your porn. As he walked up to that hill, seething and burning with pain and yearning. He hung on that pine with you on his mind, saying, I love that boy, I love that girl. Now the term undivided attention, I think it's misunderstood. Dying on that cross, Jesus was fully attentive to you, giving you worth, making you new. And when you tell God you weren't worth it, it hurts. He sent his son to die for you, yet you have no worth? Or you can't do it, or you aren't ready, spiting every drop of his blood. But when you realize that it was supposed to be you on that cross, nails in your head, hands, thorns in your head, as a result of your sin, you deserve to be dead. But God couldn't let that happen. He chose you to have life. And when you realize that the word sinner can no longer describe you, because sinner is a word for slavery, for judgment, and that has been taken away. There, on that day, do you realize what it truly means to be worth something? And when you realize that you were created, not because God needed more worshipers, but because he wanted the most beautiful, handsome bride for his son, then do you realize what it truly means to be beautiful. You will be his bride, his pride, his arms open wide, ready to receive you, made possible only by the cross. His crown of thorns will be the flowers in your hair, his wedding gift to you. His divided cloak becomes your gown, the most beautiful of them too. The nails in his hands are the ring, the memories and a symbol you'll never forget. His torn skin that covered your sin is his proposal to you. Now tell me, will you accept?